Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you another brand new episode in my Minecraft 1.8 single-player survival series, and in this episode we're going to be doing a little bit of work on our skeleton farm. I want to take a little break from the house. I had to go down to the skeleton farm recently to do a little bit of enchanting, and I have to confess that I just wasn't happy with it. So I'm going to go down there. I'm going to try and rework a little bit of it, and mostly just the way that it looks. I'm just not, I'm happy with the way that it works. I just want it to look a little bit cooler. So we're going to grab some supplies and things, and I think we'll head down there and just generally try to make it look a little bit better than it does. We'll take some spruce. I've got a crafting table here. Maybe some dark oak. We'll grab some quartz. And I think that should be pretty much everything we need, right? We'll take this glass as well. And then we've got this, we got this. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, so let's head on down there. And let's see if we can maybe rework some things. Actually, even better, I think I am going to take a little bit more spruce wood, dark oak, and birch. Is that all the birch I have? That is all the birch I have. Huh. Okay. Well, whatever. Moving on. So, the skeleton farm is right over here. And we'll just kind of head over that way. Now, I do have a couple things that I want to talk about, and one of them is extremely important. I've been working on a project in a creative world, a single-player creative world. I've been working on a mansion, and those of you who follow me on Twitter have probably already seen some pictures of it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply to the World of Keralis server as a builder, because I figured, you know, if I'm going to be doing a lot of like let's builds and stuff like that anyway, why not do them on the server on the World of Keralis, where I'm surrounded by extremely talented builders and where I can get some inspiration and maybe share my builds with some people and things like that. So I think I'm going to apply to the server, but the stuff that I've done in the past is really just not on the level of a high-end creative server. So definitely need to tweak a few things. And I decided that even though most of what I do is kind of small scale, fairly simple builds that can be completed in a reasonably short amount of time. I mean, even my house in this world, for example, which is pretty large, even that is not an extremely complicated, detailed, in-depth build, because I think we've been working on it for maybe, 5-10 episodes, something like that, and each one of those episodes is only about 15 minutes long, which means realistically I've only got a couple hours of working on that house for the most part. And I really kind of wanted to test the boundaries and the limits of what I can do and what my comfort zone is when it comes to building in Minecraft. So I decided to start this mansion project. And so far, I'm really happy with the way that it's kind of shaping up. It's certainly not done yet, but it's a work in progress, and it is coming along quite well. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stream some work on that mansion. And I think I'm going to do that tonight at about 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, because there is stuff to do and work to be done, and because, if I'm going to be working on it, I might as well stream it. And I didn't record me building the first, half of the mansion. So it's a little too late for me to start a YouTube series on building this mansion. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and stream some of the building of that. So if you want to come by and see that, and I highly recommend you do, it's a very, very cool build, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing with it, which I'm really actually quite proud of. But if you want to do that, if you want to see that, twitch.tv/Welsknight. There is a link in the video description below, and I will be starting that tonight at about 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll put up an announcement video and all that kind of stuff as well, but that should be something fun. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that build once it's all completed and done. It's gonna be epic. I can't wait. As for other things, here we go. Let's just start kind of putting in some of these steps as we go down here. As for other things, some of you may remember Berlin, who I did a UHC series with a while ago. Well, he has recently started his channel back up. I know a few of you have asked about that. And he is doing a lot of Minecraft and doing a lot of vanilla Minecraft. So if you're enjoying this series, you might enjoy his as well. Give him a look. Tell him I sent you. I don't do a whole lot of shout-outs very often, but Berlin and I have actually become pretty good friends. And, we talk a lot, and he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And I think his channel does deserve a little bit more attention than what it's getting right now. He unfortunately had some issues with his channel because someone decided to hit him with like some sort of bot attack, and it basically shut down his channel, and it's been chaos. So he's been set back, and it's only fair. He's done a lot of work for me. Berlin's actually the guy who has done pretty much all of my channel art for quite a while now. So I owe him a favor or two. And if you're enjoying this vanilla series, you'll probably enjoy his vanilla series, Berlin Craft. So head on over there and tell him that I sent you. But I think that is pretty much the gist of the news titles for the day anyway. Can't really think of anything else that I need to talk about. I don't like those there. Let's pull them out over here. What we're doing right now is we're just kind of working on our wall shape. And we're going to fill these in with some other type of block. I don't really know what yet. But this stairwell and the main area over here, they need to be reworked. They're just not doing it for me. Frankly, they just kind of look ugly. And I don't like them, and I never really did like them. I just kind of tolerated them because I was like, I'm not going to be spending that much time here. And then working on this mansion project has kind of made me think about that and be like, if I'm going to do something, whatever it may be, I should never settle for, good enough. I shouldn't do that. That's not the way that I do things. So we're going to come back here and we're going to rework this. And hopefully when it's all said and done, it will look considerably better than it did. That's my goal. I just want it to look better than it did. And I think, honestly, that shouldn't take too much doing because it wasn't really that good to begin with. Alright, so let's come on over here. Where are we starting this wall? Right here? Yeah, we'll start it right here. And we can just kind of take this whole little chunk out. And let's just go like this. There we go. What do you got? One more? Alright, so that looks pretty good. That looks a lot better. So now, we want 3 wide for sure. Let's put up a torch here, and I guess for the moment we'll put some up here while I decide how I want to do this. Now, there are 3 Ds, in my opinion. There are 3 Ds of design. And those Ds are depth, dimension, depth and dimension are the same thing. Those Ds are depth, detail, and dominance. Dominance is not really going to be too applicable here. Dominance is basically what's the first thing that your eyes are drawn to when you look at a build. Depth and detail, on the other hand, are certainly things that we can work with. So that's what we're going to do. I think what we'll start with is we'll go with this little oak pillar design like this. And we should probably count out and see how many blocks we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we build that up, this wall I think I'm going to take back as well. Yeah, we'll plan to take this wall back. And then we can go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, right? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. If we put another pillar right here, that will be centered right in the middle of the other two. Looking good. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So now we've got some depth and that kind of stuff going. What we need next is we need to get ourselves some detail. So let's go ahead, diorite, polished diorite. All right, we've got enough polished diorite. We should be able to basically fill in this whole wall. Or, I'm sorry, what am I doing? Not this wall. We want to fill in the back wall with polished diorite. But first, I want more of these stone bricks and more stone brick steps. And what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to put those down here into these little corners like this. And that way the change is not quite as jarring. Then it looks like it's supposed to be like this. There we go. That looks good. Now the next thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take out this wall as well. So let me go ahead and do that, guys, and I will be right back. Alright, guys, I am back. And what we did is we've got these walls all replaced with diorite, which is good. And then I also went ahead and filled in the entire ceiling with these upside down stone slabs as well. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to get some lighting in here that isn't torches. Because I don't like torches. I think they're ugly, and I don't think they look very good in very many builds. So, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to put glowstone in on these pillars. Right there at that level. Do I like that? I think it looks better coming up. I don't know about going down, though. I think it'll work, though. I think that's fine. Yeah, that'll do for the time being. Now here, this is where the other one would go. And we'll go bam, bam, like that. So that looks good. We've got our glowstone in place. And that will keep these torches where they belong. Right? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Now the next step is going to be to rework all of this. There's a lot of skeletons here. And an insane amount of XP. Whew. We might just have to hold off on that bit for the moment. This also needs to be extended as well. There's a lot of stuff. Actually, you know, I think there's quite a lot of stuff that needs to be done to this farm before it's up to standard. So you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of planning here. I'll get this planned out a little bit better. And I think what we'll do is we'll finish it up in the next episode, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I really do appreciate it. And it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time. I'm going to leave that top one alone, just for the moment. That very top layer, because that's going to be another ceiling, I think. So we've got our 3 tall there. We've got our